Here we are on our way to Chauvet again, probably for the last time this season, coming into autumn now, and you can see autumn trees. There the barrage down below the cruise, and we'll get there about 8 o'clock now. And here we are, and it looks like I've got a place to myself at the moment, which is nice. Where to fish? Probably down this end again. We'll have a look and see. Okay, we're just getting the squad out now and seeing how well it works. If it does bring the fish. I'm convinced I should be further down the lake, but here we go. Let's get a catapult or so out there as well. We've done about 8 or 9 spods. I need to get out to my float as well. If I can just put some around there, maybe it might cause some interest, just maybe. A little bit short, but might do the job. Let's get a catapult or so out there as well. We've done about 8 or 9 spods. I need to get out to my float as well. If I can just put some around there, maybe it might cause some interest, just maybe. A little bit short, but might do the job. Well, it's a very soft grey day. I thought it was supposed to be sunny, but what a beautiful autumn scene, isn't it? Nothing happening though at all. Well, on the light rod, we've got we had a small carp, we haven't got it anymore. Gone. Oh no, we still got it. Come towards us. What it's doing. Yeah, it's only a small fish. I think he's off. I don't know what he's doing. Is it? Oh no, it's still there. It's not a very big fish, whatever. Well, at least it's a fish. At least we've got something. Let's go in and get him out and see what we've got. Yes, it's a small carp. A small common. Took the light tackle. In you come, my little one. Nothing much, but at least to start. It's only a couple of pounds, but it's something for the day anyway to start with. And I said I lost a bigger one on the other rods, so we'll get this one back in quickly. Well, I wouldn't believe that. Just after I got baited up on this one, the other one went, and the trouble is straight into the weed underneath there, which on the light tackle was no good. We caught one, lost 2. I'm going to change the line on one of my reels, it's got rather old. In the meantime, I'll just spot up here. This one. Right, we're into a reasonable carp at last on the light rod. In fact, on the light ledger. Nothing huge, but at last another fish, and it's out of the weed at the moment. I suspect about £6. You can see the weed floating to the top after they've ploughed through it. Let's get him out of it, guide him through and to the edge more. We've got more of a chance because we're using barbless hooks. Sun's just coming out now as well. Gotcha. Yes, about 7 I would think. 6 or 7. Let's get him in and onto the mat. So the spotting does seem to be working. We've lost 3 now, 1 in the weed and 2 the hooks pulling out. But here's something. Let's try and get him back in the water. It's a little bit murky for the underwater camera, but we'll give it a go. There we go. Just undo him and slide him forward. I don't think we'll need a big net yet. We're into another one. If we can just keep him out of the weed, that's the problem. He's gone in there now, but I think I can get him out again. Yeah. He's coming. Most of these fish seem to be about the same size. This one's about 7 as well. Looks like a mirror this time. Yes, a lovely mirror carp fish, gleaming in the sun. And he comes. Up, yep, that's mine. Let's have a look at him in that sunlight, isn't it gorgeous? Look at those lovely mirrors on that. Another little fancy mirror carp this time, very good. Move onto the sack and cover him up. A bit flop about. What I do notice is that all of these fish are heading straight into the weed and ploughing through it. They know what to do, that's for sure. So in the sunlight, another gorgeous little mirror carp, just over £5. Let's get him back in as well. There we go. Just slide him in. There he goes, and away. So it's been, I don't know what size fish I've actually lost, but most of them have been 4 or 5 pound, and they fight really well, but they're going straight into the weed. But it's only 12 o'clock, we've got the rest of the afternoon yet, so although they might slow down a bit, I've kept it well ground baited. I've just spotted again, and we'll wait for that to quieten down and the fish hopefully to come through again. Let's get these rods all out now and baited up. We've got one on ledger, on a very light ledger, which is catching the smaller fish at the moment. We've got this one with a piece of plastic corn, and I put a bit of ordinary corn too, and then we've got the other one with the slightly heavier rig on for ledger. And we're putting about 4 pieces of corn on. Even with the plastic corn, it adds to it, and it does just stay on. And the plastic corn just gives that little edge to it, because we've got a chance of, if the bait's taken off by smaller fish, the bigger ones might still take the plastic bait. Let's try that. Whack it right out there. I want to go quite far this time. That's it. A bit further than the bait this time. We'll see what that does. You never know. So I wonder who's going to be more successful, that heron or me. We've had 3 fish out now, all smaller size, but giving good fights. And we've lost a couple, which is a pity. But the day is young, and I'm still putting bait out. I've opened a second tin of sweet corn now to really see what we can get going. Well, this feels like a bigger fish. I just moved to the other spot. I had to run back to pick up this rod. This is a much better fish. There we go. Yeah, certainly going to be the biggest of the day. And here we are, we've got a big fish on here. It's a nice fish. I don't think it's huge, but it's a very good fish. So we'll go in there and get him out with the big net now. Keep that camera there for the moment, and let's see if we can get him in. Here we go. And up we go. About 15, I reckon. Yeah, good fish, but not huge. There we go, up. Okay, let's see what we've got. Up we go. Turn the scales around, and not too huge, 7 kilo, so not bad. Well, I come back to this rod, and surprisingly enough I thought it got in the weed, but it's not. It's quite a big fish. I might have to come back up here and carry on fishing, because we're doing all right here now. Let's see what we've got. Which on light tackle is a very good fight. Here we go. Just about got him in. Yes, quite a big fish. Probably about 18 again. Yes, there he goes. There's a nice looking fish, look. Right, let's get him back in the water again as quickly as we can, and get him out of the net. There we are. That's a nice big fish. Let's get him weighed. This one. Oh, it's not as big as I thought. It's only 6 kilo, this one. But on the light rod it certainly fought. Well, even though I've wasted a bit of bait going to the other place, I may as well continue here if the fish are actually going to start biting again. Rather good. Get up onto that branch again and knock myself on the head. Time to spot again. Having just spotted at the other end, we'll get a load out here again. One. Yep, we're in. It wouldn't take long. Long setup here, it's not a very big fish, but they're still coming and I'm still spotting. In we come. And we'll just get the smaller net for this. That's not a bad fish. Come along. Head out of water and we'll calm you down a bit. There we go. No need to weigh this one, it's only a small one. They're the lovely colours though. Let's get him straight back in. There we go. Off you go, little fish. There you go. Well, it's coming up 5:30 and it's going to go to about 6, 6:30 maybe, towards 7. See how it goes. Not got much bait left. Not been any bites for a while now, so maybe as the sun just comes down we might get something. It could be a little bit longer and then call that a day because we've had a few fish. It hasn't been too bad. Good. We have another one on in the evening. You'll operate the photo, we see. Out of the sun, we can see you. Yeah, only about 3 or 4 pounds, but nice to finish the evening off. Beautiful little common carp. Maybe the last of the evening. We'll try a few more yet, have another hour. No rush to go back this evening, we just let the sun go down and watch the sparkling waters and the light coming through the tree here on these oak leaves. Well, the sun's just setting and it's now coming up to 7 o'clock, so I've just come down to try this little piece here again, which I like to try in the mornings normally, and just dropped it out between the weeds out there just to see if we can pick up one last carp amongst the weed this evening. Put a little bit of sweet corn out there, and we'll go back to the main rods for 20 minutes and that'll be it for the night. Lovely pine trees here. Earlier on this year in spring, remember, we were here and you could hear the golden orioles calling in here. Autumn colours all coming now. I think we one rod and gone. Oh no, we're still on. Yep. That's good. It's the light rod again. Just as sun sets. Trying to get into the weed, you can feel them chugging through it. There we go. Only a little day, but still a bit of sport at the end of the day. There we are. Big net for a tiny fish. Well, possibly the last fish of the day in the evening. Only a little one, only £1.5, £2. But at least there's a bit of sport as the sun goes down, and we've got another few minutes yet. Tell you what does get to me, people who leave this sort of stuff about this fishing line here, look. And I'm just going to go down and deal with some broken bottles. I mean, tidying up this spot today, there's been paper and bits of stuff all over the place. And people have just left this fishing line here, all wrapped around the tree, look. Some animal or dog or person could come and get tangled up in this. Let's cut it all off, chop it up, put it away in my bait tin, and we'll go and pick up some of this glass that I've already picked up a load alongside the road here, which a car's tires could easily get punctured with. Absolutely ridiculous. I put it away in my bait pot here. I mean, just look at this small bits of glass here I've got to pick up before I get to the main lot. Comes along here, it's going to wreck its tyres. They're so thoughtless, these sorts of people. Just this mess here, all the way through to here. Broken bottle, obviously done with that rock there, all smashed up here. Terrible, and yet it's such a lovely spot. I mean, here we are. They've got the privilege of having this, being able to come here and fish. And these people come here and camp and drink booze, and this is the sort of carpist I don't like. These people that come here and disrespect the whole place. Let's see what we can do to tidy this up a bit. Well, it's not got all of it, but at least I'm getting the worst of it. It only takes a small piece to cripple a dog or a person, never mind. Provided by the council, nice big waste bin, no need for this. Oh, I've tidied it up. Well, I'm on my second canful now of this stuff. Just totally more on it. Cigarette ends everywhere as well. Gives you an idea of the sort of people they are. It's a bit better. I've got the worst of it. Still bits over here. Oh shit. Should have got it myself. I think you've got big boots on. It's so dangerous. Fortunately, it's not something we see much in France. Usually they're very respectful towards their countryside and their reputation. I would have missed a lot of smaller ones. I'll put this away in the waste bin. and we'll watch the sunset going down. And this is where it should have gone in the first place. So simple. Doesn't look like there's going to be anything on this one here in this little place, so we'll pack up here and go back to the last few minutes at the other place. Oh, as the sun now sets, and I just rebait for the final time. Well, I think that was our last fish, that small one. Now I'm going to sit here just until that sun goes under the trees. It won't take me long to pack up. And these lovely evening reflections. And looking in the other direction, the moon's coming up for another night and another day. One last fish for the evening on the big rod, and it feels like a big fish too. Well, isn't that a thing? See how big this one is. Just as the sun's going down, we've got a last decent fish. Perfect end to an evening. There we go. What? Well, there we are, the final fish of the evening. I would think about 8 to 10 pound. Lovely condition fish, beautiful colours. And after we said that, another one takes. Well, that was the last one, but not so. The sun sets. Final of the day, and we get a couple at the same time. Two nice fish there, look. But there's the larger of the two. Right, off we go and we'll get these fishies back in. Sun sets behind the trees, and we return our last fish and go home. Happy bunnies. There we go, fishing. And now it's time to go home and have some tea. And there we go, an end to a lovely day and a lovely evening. Moon reflecting as we go. And the last rays of sunshine just disappearing as we leave. And now for the journey home. And here we are back home again.